Look down at the shoes you are wearing right now. Better yet, think about the shoes you are forced to wear by 6 p.m. if your day starts with your feet slipping easily into your favorite sneakers, but ends with you desperately shuffling around in stretched-out slippers because your feet look like inflated balloons. Stop scrolling. Sit down and listen closely. Because what you are experiencing is not just a part of getting older, it is not a sign that your heart is giving out, and despite the handful of water pills your doctor may have prescribed you, it is not a problem with your blood either. If you are over 60 and your lower legs feel tight, heavy, and swollen by dinner time, you have a plumbing problem. But it is in a completely different set of pipes than the ones your doctor is treating. Right now, there is likely a full liter of trapped fluid sitting uselessly in the tissue of your calves and ankles. And tonight, when you finally go to sleep, that trapped fluid is going to hijack your kidneys, ruin your sleep cycle, and leave you exhausted by morning. Today, I am going to show you exactly why your body is hoarding this water, why water pills often make it worse, and the 5-minute evening habit that acts like a vacuum to drain your legs while you sleep. Before we dive into the anatomy, hit the subscribe button. We are building a community of people who want to understand their bodies, not just medicate them. Your subscription helps push this video to the exact person who is sitting in a doctor's waiting room right now, terrified about their heart, when all they really need is this simple information. Let me paint a picture and tell me if this is your life. You wake up and your legs look relatively normal. You go about your day, but as the hours tick by, a heavy, aching sensation creeps into your calves. By 4 p.m., your lower legs feel like they are wrapped in tight, wet towels. If you wear socks, taking them off reveals a deep red crater in your skin that stays there for 10 minutes. Your skin might even look a little shiny. So you do what anyone would do. You go to your doctor. They take one look at your swollen ankles, mutter something about fluid retention, and write you a prescription for a diuretic, a water pill like Lasix or hydrochlorothiazide. You take the pill. You spend the entire day running back and forth to the bathroom. You feel dehydrated. Your mouth is dry, you might even get leg cramps. But when you look down at 6 p.m., the swelling in your ankles is exactly the same. Why did that happen? Because the pill and the fluid are in two entirely different compartments. Your body essentially has two rivers of fluid. The first is the red river, your cardiovascular system. This is your blood. It is a closed loop, and it has a massive, powerful pump called the heart driving it 24 hours a day. When a doctor gives you a water pill, that pill specifically targets the red river. It pulls water out of your blood and sends it to your bladder, but your swelling is not in the red river. Your swelling is in the interstitial space, the tiny gaps between your muscle and fat cells. This fluid is managed by your body's second river, the clear river. This is your lymphatic system. All day long, tiny amounts of watery fluid leak out of your blood vessels to deliver nutrients to your tissues. Once that fluid has done its job, it picks up cellular garbage, dead cells, and toxins. It is now called lymph. This lymph fluid has to be gathered up and pushed back up your legs against gravity into your torso so your body can eliminate it. But here is the catch, the biggest design flaw in the human body. The lymphatic system does not have a heart. It has no pump at all. It relies on a system of one-way valves and the physical squeezing of your calf muscles to push the fluid upward. It is a manual vacuum system. If your muscles don't squeeze, the fluid doesn't move. It just sits there, slowly pooling in your ankles under the crushing weight of gravity. When you were 30, this wasn't an issue. Your lymphatic vessels were tight and springy. But after 60, 3 invisible changes happen in your body. First, you lose collagen, meaning the connective tissue in your legs gets loose and baggy, creating a larger storage tank for fluid to hide in. Second, the microscopic one-way valves inside your lymph vessels become floppy, allowing fluid to leak backward down your leg. Third, and most importantly, our lifestyles change. We sit more. We read, we watch TV, we take longer drives, we stop activating the calf pump. When your calf stops pumping, the clear river stops flowing, the fluid leaks into your tissue, and because you took a water pill, your blood is completely dehydrated while your legs are literally drowning. Now, I need to put a firm boundary here. While age-related lymphatic pooling is incredibly common, there are specific types of swelling that are medical emergencies. Do not attempt the home protocol in this video if you have any of the following. Number 1, if only one leg swells up rapidly, becomes hot to the touch, red and painful. This is the hallmark of a deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot. Go to the emergency room immediately. Number 2, if your legs are swelling, but you are also suddenly gasping for air when you lie flat in bed, or you are gaining 3 to 5 pounds. of water weight in a single day, that is a sign of acute heart failure or kidney failure. You need medical intervention today. Number 3. If you have a history of pelvic or abdominal cancer and have had lymph nodes surgically removed or irradiated, your plumbing has been permanently altered and you need to work with a certified lymphedema therapist. But if your swelling is painless, affects both legs relatively equally, builds up slowly over the day, and goes down overnight, you are in the right place. Let me introduce you to Helen. Helen is 69, a retired nurse, and for 3 years, she suffered from what she called elephant legs. Helen was terrified, her heart was failing. She had an echocardiogram, her heart was perfectly strong. She had her kidneys tested perfectly healthy. Yet by 8 p.m. every night, her lower legs were so swollen she couldn't comfortably bend her ankles. But Helen had another symptom, one that was destroying her quality of life. Every single night, without fail, she would wake up to pee at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., and 5 a.m. She was severely sleep deprived. When Helen sat in my office, I explained the connection that changed everything for her. I told her, Helen, all day long, because you are sitting in your favorite armchair reading, fluid is dropping into your ankles. You are storing 2 bottles of water in your calves. But at 10 p.m., you go to bed, you lie completely flat. Suddenly, gravity is no longer trapping that fluid in your feet over the next few hours. That massive pool of water in your legs finally starts flowing back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys suddenly detect a massive flood of fluid at midnight. They panic, they turn that fluid into urine to protect your blood pressure. You aren't waking up to pee because you have a bad bladder. You are waking up to pee because you are finally draining your legs while you are trying to sleep. Helen was stunned. We stopped trying to treat her heart and started treating her lymph. Within 14 days, her ankles were slim, and for the first time in years, she slept straight through the night. Let's find out if you have what Helen had. I want you to do 2 quick tests right now. Test number 1 is the thumbprint test. Take your thumb and press it firmly into the front of your shin bone, about 3 inches above your ankle. Hold it there with moderate pressure for 10 seconds. Release. Does a dimple stay behind? Does it look like someone pressed a thumb into memory foam? If that dimple takes longer than 5 seconds to bounce back, your tissues are waterlogged. Test number 2 is the toe pinch. Take your thumb and index finger and try to pinch the skin on the very top of your foot, right at the base of your toes. Can you lift the skin up like a little tent? Or is the skin thick, tight, and impossible to pinch? If you can't pinch the skin on your toes, your lymphatic system has been congested for a very long time. If you failed either of these tests, we need to fix your habits, and it starts with understanding what accelerates the flooding. There are 3 major accelerators ruining your leg drainage. First, the albumin sponge deficiency. Albumin is a protein in your blood that acts like a sponge, holding water inside your blood vessels so it doesn't leak into your legs. As we age, our diets often shift. We eat more toast, more cereal, and less high-quality protein. If you are not eating enough protein, your albumin levels drop, and your blood loses its sponge. Water pours into your legs. You must aim for at least 2 solid servings of high-quality protein daily: eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, or lean meats. Second, the recliner trap. The absolute worst thing you can do for your legs is eat a heavy, salty dinner and then go sit in a recliner with your legs bent at a 90-degree angle for 4 hours watching television. You are crimping the hose at the knee and groin while pumping your body full of sodium. Third, dehydration. This sounds backwards. Why would I drink water if I have too much water in my legs? Because when you are dehydrated, your blood and your lymph fluid become thick and sticky, like syrup. Sticky fluid cannot flow upward against gravity. You need pure, clear water to thin out the lymph so the conveyor belt can move it. Now, let's get to the absolute core of this video, the exact 5-minute protocol that acts as a manual override for your lymphatic system. We are going to drain your legs before you go to sleep, so you don't spend the night running to the bathroom. You need to do this sequence in this exact order because the lymphatic system is like a traffic jam. You can't clear the cars at the back your ankles until you clear the cars at the front your torso. Here is your daily protocol. Step 1. The morning alphabet 1 minute. Before you even pull the blankets off, while lying flat in bed, lift your feet slightly and use your big toes to draw the letters of the alphabet in the air. A, B, C, D. This twists and contracts every tiny muscle around your ankle and calf, wringing out the lymph vessels like a wet sponge and waking up the system before gravity hits it. Step 2. The afternoon squeeze 30 seconds. Set an alarm on your phone for 2 p.m. Stand up behind a sturdy chair. Push up onto your tiptoes as high as you can, then slowly lower your heels to the floor. Do this 15 times. The calf muscle is often called the second heart. Every time you do a calf raise, you are manually pumping the lymphatic fluid out of your lower legs. Step 3. The 5-minute evening vacuum. Do this 1 hour before bed. This is the most important part of the video. Please listen carefully. Find a comfortable spot on your bed or on the floor, lie flat on your back and put your legs up on a pile of pillows or rest them up against the wall. Your feet must be higher than your heart. Now we are going to activate the vacuum. The largest lymphatic vessel in your body is called the thoracic duct, and it's right behind your stomach, resting against your diaphragm. When you take a deep, massive belly breath, your diaphragm drops down and literally creates a negative pressure vacuum that sucks fluid up from your legs. With your legs elevated, place your hands on your stomach, breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, making sure your stomach pushes your hands up. Do not let your chest rise, only your belly. Hold it for 2 seconds, then purse your lips like you are blowing out a candle and exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Do this deep belly breathing for 10 full breaths. You are literally turning your lungs into a pump that pulls the fluid out of your calves. Finally, the manual sweep. While your legs are still elevated, take the flat palms of your hands, place them at your ankles, using incredibly light pressure, only enough pressure to move the skin, not the deep muscle underneath. Slowly slide your hands down your shin, past your knee, and down to your thigh. You are pushing the fluid directly into the lymph nodes. Behind your knees and in your groin, do 15 slow, gentle sweeps on each leg. When you stand up after this 5-minute routine, you will likely feel a sudden urge to urinate within 20 minutes. Congratulations, you just drained the swamp. That is the fluid that was going to wake you up at 3:00 a.m. Helen followed this exact protocol: protein with lunch, calf raises at 2:00 p.m., the breathing and sweep protocol at 8:30 p.m. Within 2 weeks, her elephant legs were gone. She threw away her wide-fit shoes and she finally slept through the night. Your body is not broken. Your heart is probably doing just fine. Your legs are just victims of gravity and a plumbing system that needs a little manual help. I want you to commit to doing this for just 7 days. It costs you nothing. It takes exactly 5 minutes, and it will change the way you feel every single day. Before you click away, I want to hear from you. In the comments right now, tell me your age and tell me what city and country you are watching from. This channel reaches millions of people, and seeing the global community down in the comments proves that you are not alone in dealing with this. And please, if you have a friend, a spouse, or a parent who is constantly complaining about their heavy legs, or who is tired of taking water pills that don't work, hit the share button and text or email this video to them. You might be the person who finally gives them the answer they've been looking for. Your body is incredibly resilient. You just need the right operating manual. Start the protocol tonight, and I will see you in the next video.